Hello, hello guys. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Amit Gamer. First here. Yes, you're first, I guess. First to comment. कैसे हो भैया? How was your day? My day was good, but I'm sleep deprived. So again, my plan is to really do sleep maxing now. What that stands for is that I'm going to really try and sleep like a normal human now. A normal human is actually sleep deprived, so I'm going to try and sleep more than just what a normal human can do. I'm going to sleep in the next 20 minutes, like not even 20, yeah, 20 minutes. That's my plan. So this stream is going to be like for 15 minutes. 5 minutes early I'm going to end it so that I can actually 5 minutes I can get on my bed. Probably going to take 10 to 15 minutes to fall asleep. I'm really want to get serious about this because I've come across some surprising things about sleep. Apparently I mean, I always knew this, that you need to sleep for at least like as much as you can. We are always underslept. Like we are sleeping so much less than we should be, right? And I have been doing this for the longest amount of time. I have been functioning on so much of less sleep for no reason whatsoever. For no reason whatsoever. 8 hours is the ideal. Yes, 8 hours is standard. You should be getting 8 hours. And the research says that if you get any lesser, like they compared basically three types of people, three groups of people. One group slept for 4 hours, the other group slept for 6 hours, and the other group slept for 8 hours. And this they continued over the span of 2 weeks. And what they discovered is that the results were that the person who slept 8 hours did not have absolutely any problem with their brain and cognitive function. But the people who slept for 6 hours, after 2 weeks, what they found with those people is that their reaction, the way they behaved, was similar to a person basically who was legally drunk. And the person with 4 hours, I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember the details about that. But the important bit is if you're sleeping for 6 hours. And the thing is that they don't even know that, like, the more you are sleeping late, the lesser amount of time you get for sleeping. What happens is that over time you accumulate sleep debt. And if you accumulate that, what happens is they don't even know, like they don't the research isn't there that if you do it for short amount of time and then you start sleeping normally, of course you get that recovery, you will eventually start functioning normally. But the research isn't there about the long term effects of this, that what happens when you for the longest amount of time you have not been sleeping for 8 hours. 8 hours continuous sleep, or we can sleep 6 hours at night and 2 hours a day. Ideal is 8 hours. The For the best quality of sleep you need to sleep for continuously like 8 hours in a night. But if it's not possible, you cannot make it into 8 hours, then you can do the other one, like as far as you're actually getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. The more you can, the better it is for you. Hi gamers, there's lots of gamers in my chat today. I mean, two people, but still. What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? I'm really like concerned about this. I really want to change this in my life. I have been working on this. I've been trying to work on this for the last few months or so, but I really can't get enough sleep. So that's exactly the reason. That's my aim. That's what I'm going to aim for. And you know, the difference is so massive when you are underslept, right? You literally, you cannot even do basic things. And I've noticed this thing with myself, like I'll be standing somewhere and I'll fail to do the normal functioning things जो एक इंसान को करना चाहिए, easily करना चाहिए. पता है बचपन में जब we were not underslept, हम कितने आसानी से इतनी मुश्किल चीजें कर लेते थे. मैं 5 बजे सोता हूँ और 1 बजे उठता हूँ. देखो, as far as you're getting 8 hours, it's okay, and you need to have a fixed time. These are the only two things that you need. अब उसमें आप कब सोते हो कब नहीं सोते वो थोड़ा ऑप्शनल है, कि मतलब आप अपने रूटीन के हिसाब से उसको फिक्स कर लो. बट नेचुरली यू शुड बी स्लीपिंग एट द नाइट. जितना मैंने रिसर्च किया है या जितना मैंने देखा है, जितना मुझे पता है कि यू शुड गेट दैट सनलाइट. So if you're sleeping at morning, so that will usually ruin your circadian rhythm. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? I think that's what it's called. See, after beyond any sleep that you get beyond 8 hours, there is absolutely no difference. That's a bonus if you can get that much. But 8 hours is bare minimum. If you're not getting 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours, then you will start to notice difference in your brain. The way you think, the way you perform normal functions, आपका काम difficult हो जाएगा. आप ठीक से चीजें नहीं कर पाओगे. Make a video that by the way, that is exactly the reason why I'm not going to be posting a video today, and that is the reason that I did not post the video yesterday as well, because I was underslept. मेरा वीडियो अभी रिकॉर्डेड है लेकिन मैं उसको एडिट नहीं कर सकता. लाइक आई ओनली बीन डन विद हाफ एडिट. बाकी का अब मैं कल सुबह उठकर ही करूंगा. बट आई एम रियली फोकसिंग ऑन स्लीपिंग एज अ थिंग लाइक फॉर मी, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू बी लाइव एक्सपेरिमेंट. आप लोगों को डिफरेंस देखने मिलेगा होपफुली. Like if I actually manage my sleep well, you should see that quality across my videos, across the way that I behave, across my live streams. So I really I'm going to be the trial test आपके लिए. मेरा प्लान है कि आज से लेकर नेक्स्ट महीने तक. बस प्रॉब्लम आएगा कि कल बहुत अच्छा मैच है वर्ल्ड कप का. तो आई डोंट नो कितने बजे है. 12:30 बजे है, लाइक 12:30 AM फॉर अस इंडियंस. तो दैट मैच इज गोइंग टू बी क्रेजी. I might watch that. So my sleep might get affected due to that. Make a video that interests matters for opting a career. I have made plenty of videos, Abdullah. You can check out my channel which talks about this exact topic. And my video tomorrow, it will come out tomorrow. Now the video that will come out tomorrow, it's about choosing a career. Interest के हिसाब से the best way to choose a career basically. उसके ऊपर मैंने डिटेल से सबसे सिंपलेस्ट मेथड दिया है, जो मैंने बहुत सारे टाइम तक सोच कर, जो भी करके, एक्सपेरिमेंट करके खुद के ऊपर, मैंने उसके ऊपर सबसे सिंपल तरीके से समझाया हुआ है. तो वो वीडियो कल आने वाला है. कल प्रोबेबली लाइक आइदर लाइक बाय मिड डे और बाय मैक्स बाय आफ्टरनून. ये मेरा कमिटमेंट है आप लोगों को. मैंने एक्चुअली मैं कल बोला था कि आज आ जाएगा, लेकिन ड्यू टू स्लीप रीजंस मैं नहीं ला पा रहा वीडियो ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस. सो दैट इज माय प्लान. कल आ जाएगा वीडियो. भाई 8 आवर्स की स्लीप लेके भी एनर्जेटिक नहीं लगता. Then it is a diet issue. Diet and sleep, these are the two most important things. Nutritional issue है फिर. And also of course physiological and psychological things matter. तो आपका स्ट्रेस लेवल कैसा है, आपके सोचने का तरीका कैसा है, आपको कोई लाइफ में मेजर दिक्कत है कि नहीं जिसकी वजह से आप परेशान हो. So all of these things affect you as well. I'm happy today because I practiced art. I don't want to study for NEET anymore. Okay. Everything is an art. If you look at it, everything is an art. You know, I believe कि जो मेरा काम है यहाँ पे मेरे लिए वो art है. That is the greatest form of art for me. And that is ideally what your work should be for you. कि जब आप उसको करो तो you respect it and you worship it like it is your art. आपका सबसे greatest काम इस दुनिया में. Your art. What will you advise a graduate unemployed person? The same things that I advise everybody. It would not be different for an unemployed person than it would be for anyone else. My advice would be for a graduate unemployed person to look to, and that is actually a great opportunity because a graduate unemployed person would have a lot of free time, right? How they can literally control their own schedule. So a graduate unemployed person has the full scope of trying his own startup, his or her own startup, trying businesses, learning things of online, making skills. By making, I mean, of course, learning skills. So the more you learn, the better it will be. Just completely start investing yourself into doing things which actually interest you in a way, learning different things, experimenting with things. Life is in general supposed to be interesting. So if you live your life as a challenge, that okay, this is a game, now I want to find what levels I will enjoy, I want to do things just for the fun of them. You know how we explore in games, how we play levels for hours and hours long, and we don't even realize how time passes. That's how life is supposed to be lived. Then you're never going to be asking this question that what should I do next. Do you go and ask this in a game that what should I do next? You just explore. Of course the odds are different here, but really if you think about it, life is just a game. And if this is how you look at your life, you will have a good quality of life, because you'll be more likely to take more risk this way. मेरा चेहरा देखना चाहते हो? बिल्कुल यार, दिखाओ। कैसे दिखाओगे आप अपना चेहरा? मेरे लाइफ में मोटिवेशन नहीं आ रहा, मुझे जेई 2027 देना है। Don't rely on motivation. You don't need motivation, you need consistency and discipline. And discipline से भी ज्यादा वही you, and for discipline the golden rule is that you need to start small. तो अगर आपको लगता है that someone will motivate you or some external factor will motivate you and that will make you or change your life, then that is not going to happen. You're going to keep waiting forever and the time will pass. Guys, I have 2 to 3 more minutes. I won't. I'll answer this last question. Uske baad I'm just going to sleep because I want to try and complete at least 7 hours. Ideally, I want to go for 8 hours. Let's see if I can go for 8 hours. If I can wake up, like I sleep at by 11:30, I want to wake up by 7:30. That's my plan. Bro, I want to make content, but the issue is I don't know. I'm feeling stuck. I mean, I have mic and tripod, everything, a good phone also. Still, I'm feeling stuck. That's pretty normal, Mahir. When you're starting out, I'll tell you my story. You know, for 3 months, I just recorded. I did not even upload anything. So it's totally normal to feel that way, but you're going to have to take the first step. Lower your expectations from yourself. The problem is when you're starting stage, when you're at a starting stage for anything, what you really are is a fool. But you must be a fool in order to be good at anything in life. So really the difference between people who go on and have some extraordinary level of success, or some people who have it really well for any sort of a field, any sort of a field, the difference is that those people are willing to be fools in different things. Because naturally whenever you're starting something, whenever you're trying something new, you're going to be a fool at it, you're going to be pretty bad at it. So if you can accept that with humility, you are humble enough to understand that yes, I will be stupid when I'm starting new. Of course I'll be stupid. If I did not know how to walk and someone asked me to walk, of course I'm not going to be able to walk. But the problem is that we expect quick solutions. We want cheap dopamine and we want instant gratification. The more we want those things, the more the meaningful things in our life will like just escape us. So I have to record but don't upload. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that was my story. Ideally, you need to upload once every day. But really the point that I'm trying to tell here is that you need to make that first video and you need to upload it, and you need to accept that it will be shit, it won't be good. You can't expect your first video, or you can't expect, let's say if I was to ask you to go and learn ice skating, wouldn't it be insane if I expected from you that I've just introduced you to ice skating, and the first time you do that, I expect you to not fall at all. Like if you fall, you're going to be, I call you stupid, right? That's not how it works. That's not very practical if you think about it. Like I'd be the stupid one. So that's exactly what we do with ourselves. Bro, today was my ACCA result and I failed, bro. Okay, cool. Move on to the next thing. Maybe take your time, maybe take a day or two, or maybe even a week if that's what you need, but start figuring out your plan now. You failed. Okay, so what? Failure is just a lesson. Failure is just a learning. That's it. Do you think nobody ever fails? Everybody fails. But how you react to your failure, that's what makes all the difference. If you decide to be stuck, then you're going to be stuck. If you decide to figure out solutions, then you are going to figure them out for yourself. Really, we all need to become a little bit more stupid. We need to acknowledge our stupidity and we need to understand that yes, we are stupid and there's nothing wrong with that. And you need to like understand the nuance here. I'm not literally asking you to be stupid, but there's a correlation. I can bet that there's a correlation between people who just don't think that much and they just take action to them actually getting results in the long term, versus people who optimize, who overthink but don't do anything as a result, and at the end they don't end up getting any results because they're busy overthinking. What type of YouTube channel topic is best in today's time if I have multiple interests? That's like you asking me as a doctor, like you're an aspiring doctor and you asking me what type of surgeon should I become in today's day, what body part is like the most in demand, what surgeon is in the most demand. Do you realize what that question, like what you're basically trying to ask me? I hope you do. There is no ideal. If you have multiple interests, then talk about all of them. And at the initial phase when you're starting out, there really is no such thing as anything. Like you can talk about anything that you that comes to your mind. So here the problem, or rather your thought process, should not be about what do I want to do. It should be more like this is what I'm going to do every day. This is my action step. And your action step is to just talk about whatever your interests are. I have multiple freaking interests. I have like 5 to 10 interests, bro, and I somehow synthesize all of them in my content. I'm literally a sum, like I'm a sum of all my interests. So that's why you see me talk about all these different things. I don't think that I'm very one dimensional. I can answer various people coming across with various problems. Do you see me only talk about career all the freaking time? Of course, the content, my content and my sort of my USP is that I'll tend to talk a lot about how to optimize or how to have a good career, but it all expands into different areas of life. Like you see me talk about fitness, you see me talk about self improvement, you see me talk about psychology, you see me talk about self improvement. Okay, I repeated self improvement there, but that was still at least 4 to 5 different things that I named, right? So all of these things are interconnected, and life, if you look at it, is interconnected. So don't look at it like, okay, I'm going to do this subject or that subject, or this is my favorite subject. If you know one subject, then in that within that subject there is a lot of depth. I've made a specific video about this. It's a 17-minute video. It's talking about a career strategy, and it's talking about prioritizing depth first rather than breadth. And unfortunately we look at breadth rather than the depth. Okay, I realize this this is a little bit that's going to be it for today's stream, guys. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's an exact 20-minute stream like I had committed, because after this I'm really going to be sleep maxing, bro, sleep maxing. And I really want to build a beautiful sleep schedule for myself, and I think I as a person will improve, and as a result my content and my work is that much, it's going to improve that much as well. So really I'm going to really put in time for my sleep. I'm really it's like I've crossed the limits now. Scroll maxing. No man, no man, be careful with your scroll maxing. Uh, by the way, like I haven't been posting for the last 2 days, and the reason for that is my sleep. I did not like Saturday was when I like did not get any sleep, and that ruined things for me. It ruined my schedule in a way so that I could not really make videos properly. So anyways, my video is ready. Like I have already recorded the video, but I have to edit it. I've only edited half of it, so the rest of the half I'm going to edit tomorrow in the morning when I wake up. So I'm going to sleep after after this. And yeah, although I would love to do this stream for 1 hour. I'd love talking to you guys. I'd love like helping you out, but I can't do that right now because my priority is sleep right now. But yeah, I will be streaming on a regular basis. If you're new to this channel, I stream every single day, more or less every single day, and I upload almost every single day. The ideal for sleeping is 8 hours. 8 hours, guys. I'll link you to a video, or really if you really want to know more about this, it's a very simple 3 to 4 minute videos. I recommend that you, after this stream, you go and watch that video. Just on YouTube, just type, if you have your YouTube open, type how much should I sleep, okay? And there's a how to. I think the channel is called how to. It's a 3 to 4 minute simple video. It's very useful information. Just look at that and you will get all your answers. But in short, the answer is 7 to 8 hours. You need 7 to 8 hours. You need. If you don't get that much, the effect that it has over the long period of time on your brain, your cognitive function is astounding. You literally are acting like you are a drunkard, like legally drunk. That's the amount of effect that it has on you. So guys, sleep max. Okay. Anyways, it was lovely talking to all of you guys. I loved this. I freaking loved this. I enjoyed this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Have a good, healthy 7 to 8 hours of sleep, guys. Bye bye.